Hi, everybody, and welcome again to the flight simulator aspect. Trying to get private pilot training to supplement the regular school that you get for the private pilot knowledge test, right? So, what I'm going to do today is show you my setup for the simulator. And it's interesting to note, I've tried to make this thing as close as possible, which I get it's almost impossible to get to an R-22 helicopter. But the one area I really want you to take a look at is the collective. And I have some additional messaging on that collective. You know, Originally there was a video I put out on YouTube that shows the collective, and there's a spring in it. Well, I took the spring out, and it really makes it not, I mean, it makes it like a real collective, like you can actually stop it rather than that spring driving it down, which I didn't want to do. I wanted to be able to hold it at a certain level. So it's really nice, very much like it. And so I'll show you that today along with the other setup. And this thing really doesn't cost that much. I have a miniature, I mean, I do X-Plane, which is different, but I have a little miniature CPU and then a casing for a GeForce video card, and it works great. I mean, really, really works great. Well, you've seen it. You've seen it on the video. So we'll do that, and then we'll summarize at the end and move on. So without further ado, let me go ahead and get this video going for you. Thanks. I think you remember the last video I did on this, which evidently has gotten some good hits, was I took a PC parking brake. And what I did was I took this PC parking brake and I made it into a collective for the R-22 simulator that I was doing. And what I did was I added a couple things. First of all, I added some foam here to make it seem realistic, you know. And also what I did the last time, if you remember, there was a spring that was located right in here. Okay, there's a little set screw located here, and the set screw here. What you can do is you can loosen that, and you can remove that spring. And what this does is, now when I lift it, it stays where it is, just like a real collective. So I mean, it's an improvement over the last time, and it doesn't have that spring because the spring will force it back down again. So this is nice because you don't have to worry about that. So that's just an improvement on the collective for the simulator I wanted to share with you, and that will make it a lot more realistic for you. Of course, I screwed up this chair to do this, but you know, it's an old chair, so who cares? Correct? Now, there's one thing else I wanted to show you. And this was this set of rudders. I mean, these rudder pedals are just amazing. Got these on Amazon, and I'd be more than happy to put the link at the end of this video to show you. But this is wild, because I mean, this is almost exactly like the R-22s. And the R-22s, these two would be together, right? But dadgum, you cannot make it any more realistic than this. I mean, and there's a small little hydraulic thing that goes between here that they didn't send me. I didn't want to send it back because it works fine, except for that. So I'm going to contact them and have them send it to me. And then hopefully that'll slow it down a little bit, because it corrects itself. If I let go, the spring just puts it back to where it was, right? So interestingly enough. Now, the joystick. I've made a couple suggestions on this joystick to other people, but this is what I have. I have the Thrustmaster T-Stick. And this thing is great because let's say you don't want to have to buy a set of rudder pedals, right? You don't care about that. You can buy this, because this has a twist stick. So the twist stick you can do for the rudders, right? Works great with a regular flight deal. I mean, I've used twist it, boom, boom, boom. You know, there's your rudders, and then it's got the other axes, right? Longitudinal, lateral, and then it's got the throttle here, which is nice, and it's got a crap load of buttons, all kind of buttons here, so you can do all kind of buttons. I use this one for the governor, on off, and this one for the carb heat, which is nice. I don't have to mess with that. But they have all kind of, you know, this one here, they have trigger here, they've got all kind of stuff. And just to finish up on the setup, I just wanted to show you the setup was this here. So this is the USB thing that I used. And the bottom of it, I couldn't find something that would
go good with it. So I used Alien Tape. Alien Tape is fantastic. I use it for just about everything. It drives my wife crazy, but it really does work well, and it is removable, and it doesn't screw up things except painted walls. Be careful about painted walls. Just disclaimer there. And then I have a Minis Forum here, which really is great. I think I have 8 GB of RAM in here, and it works great. I mean, it's just not a problem at all. Setups here. It's got a lightning port here, which is really nice. And you got USB in the back. It's got the network setup. I mean, I think this thing cost me, $300, I think, something like that. But look how small it is. It's really small. Then I have this gargantuan thing. This puts the GeForce. I have an old GeForce card in here that my son-in-law gave me, and I got the casing for it. And then I put the casing on here, and this works great. And then I put X-Plane 12 on here, and I get a little monitor here, Acer monitor. Works fantastic. X-Plane 12 works great with this setup. It's just I've never had a problem. Never had it drop out. Never had a problem. Zero. So just wanted to share that with you, and share especially the rudder pedals and this and the. I want to make sure and put the collective on there. So that's improvement on collective. Like I said, I will put the links to the Thrustmaster T-Stick for Amazon, and for those rudder pedals, so you guys can take a look at it. All right, so now to the summary.
Well, that about does it for me today on supplementing the private pilot test, knowledge test, whatever you want to call it, with supplemental aspects from flight simulators. So I'll continue this series going, and next time I really want to cover VORs, especially with the iFly GPS that's ingrained, that I actually was linked up with the X-Plane, which really makes it so neat to be able to visualize the VOR from both inside the cockpit and also what it looks like on the GPS, where the airplane is in relationship to the VOR, and what that does from the standpoint of the CDI, which is what you want, right? You want to figure out how that CDI looks, because that's the way the testing is going to be. So we'll take a look at all that, and we'll take some look at those videos. So anyways, have a great day, and please, if you like this, subscribe to it. Recommend it to others. These lessons will get better and better as time goes on. I'm experimenting with different things here, so as I get better and better at it, the lessons will become also better and better. Take care, and tailwind to your location. Take care. Bye.